Hey there, it's Lynda Cromar, Colorado, coming to you from Colorado. And of course, we've got some more goodies to share with you today. And to give you a quick introduction, I am Lynda Cromar. I come from Colorado. I am a branding and internet marketing coach for you, helping you to build your business in whatever you want to do, and I guide and direct you with my own coaching. So there you go. Now, as you can see, you're looking right at my Facebook friends, and I scrolled down a little bit to a place a little bit lower than the immediate friends that are always kind of on the top, which generally are the ones that you interact with the most, and these are some that I don't. So I'm going to get into what you to connect better with people and kind of be aware of who you are connected to. Good afternoon. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for the hearts. Thank you very much. I so much appreciate that. And definitely do share this because I try to give you good content every single time. And you might also notice I found a little quick cool thing. This is not related to today's topic, but you might notice in my title I actually put my link in there to my training. Now that's not for a product, that's a free training that we had last night, and you can actually find it when you go over to Twitter. All you have to do is be connected to me in Twitter. That's Lynda Cromar, the same as here, and you would actually be able to click that link and go right on over to my training. So that's just a quick thing I found out that you can do when you're doing your broadcast. So I want to go ahead and my Facebook here, and as you see, we've got my friends pulled up on a bottom, and I purposely kind of stopped right here because we've got, what do you know, somebody that doesn't have a picture, and I don't know whether or not I accepted her friendship with that condition, or whether she isn't there anymore or anything. So every once in a while, it's a really, really good idea to connect up with your friends. And you scroll down. It does take a little bit of time to do it. You can do this in any of your social medias that you're connected with people. And why is this important? Because you want to have the opportunity to share what you sell to the people that you're involved with. So how do you do that? You find things that are in common, and you find their need, and then you see if that's going to be something you can help them with. Thanks so much for sharing that. I really do appreciate that. And I appreciate the hearts. I really do. So I'm looking. See, now when it pops right over there to my friends list again, that means that this person is totally inactive even though I'm connected with them. So I'm going to unfriend. So that's something that you want to do. You want to make sure that you're connected with real people that are actually there. And so this lady is not actually active any longer. So I'm going to do a few more of these, and also check out what they post, because when they post, I have a quick story. I have this fellow that I happened to go and look at his profile today, because I spend time actually talking to people every single day. That's how they join me in my business. It's not from me spamming them, and it's not just from posting, but it's always because you make a connection with people and they actually start to warm up to you because of that. So this particular person had absolutely nothing going on in his feed. And what I mean by the feed is it's this area here where you can post stuff, right? Okay? And that's real pretty. That's a forest fire though, isn't it? Bright and frightening, yes, it is a forest fire with deer in the foreground. I don't know whether or not she took that picture or this other person took it, but one thing that you want to look for is, are these people doing things that you find attractive yourself? Because obviously if you're looking to attract them, then see if the attraction goes both ways. Is what they are posting attractive to you, or are they spamming all day? Are they posting other stuff? Are they trying to bring value even if they may or may not know how? So she posted this picture very interesting, and so I kind of would like to say something about that. Obviously, it has to be in conjunction with that picture. This is not the place to share your business. I am actually doing what I call activation. I'm teaching them to come to me by going to them first. And this is something even the newest newbie can do. So I'm going to just make a comment. Yes, very frightening. And because she doesn't get a lot of reaction with what she's posting, she's going to notice that she got a reaction to this post she put up, which was only, she actually shared it, but the fact that she shared it and felt that it was important to her enough to say something, it is beautiful and it is frightening, because those deer are probably going to die unless they get away from that fire. And of course it's killing other things too. It's killing trees and other things and possibly people. We don't know. We don't know where this fire is unless we go to this other person, but that person's not on my friend list. So I'm going to go back here again, and you know, another thing you can do, I scroll down, I try to get to the bottom, and I try to look and see, are people actually there? That's my first question. Are they actually there? What do they post? Do I find that attractive? Do I see anything that I could actually respond to? That are my 3 or 4 questions that I ask myself. If I can't say yes to any of those things, then I ask myself, why am I connected with this person? And sometimes that person is actually not there, or they're letting their profile get overrun by other people. Now, this she shared something just an hour ago, so she's active. That's answering number 1. She is really there. And then we scroll a little further down and we see what she's doing. She's showing a picture of, they must be dancing because it's raining, I guess. I'm not sure actually what that's about. And sometimes people just post all kinds of odds and ends, and she's in isogenics, obviously, because she's posting about that. And she likes Donald Trump, obviously. That is cool. I didn't know that. Did you know that? That this was sent over by the Russians. And where is it? Because it's not in New York. But I can respond to that. Now, I don't unfriend just because they might have a different political view, or if they, you know, because people have different opinions on things. What I do, though, is if I see somebody just posting about political things, and that's the only focus they have, and she didn't. She had other kinds of things going on this page. So we're good there. So I might do that for about an hour, randomly every single day. And the reason why I do that is that way I know. And you might notice if you ever went to my profile that I am not maxed at 5,000, because just a few months ago I actually cleaned out about half of the ones that were connected with me because they were constantly spamming and doing things that I found uncomfortable. So the other thing I also do, of course, is we go and look at the new friends that are requesting to be friends. And the way I do this is I will actually open a new page rather than trying to see them individually. And this opens up everybody that is asking to be friends. And right now I have 27 requests. So it takes me a little while sometimes to get to everybody, and I try to do this. daily because otherwise I get behind. So first off, I want to see she looks like she's already involved in some kind of business. I really don't connect with people that are not actually involved in a business because of the fact that I'm looking for people that would like to learn how to market better on the internet because that's my focus. I don't care what company they're involved with because they can still use what I have. So that's good. Okay, here's another cool thing. She's already in Periscope somewhere. So I could actually go and connect with her in Periscope as well. Her username is right here in this picture. So that's pretty cool. I can't do that during this broadcast, but I can definitely go do that afterwards. And then it gives me a pretty good idea of what she's all about. In fact, I think I will say something to that because then that will actually activate her to go looking for me too if she wants to. So what I did is I wrote, "Oh cool, I see you are in Periscope, let's connect there too." And I liked it. Now she's going to respond to that because number one, very few people are doing a whole lot of commenting and liking. I'm the first one that actually commented, and so I found another person that probably would be a really good contact. And I'm constantly doing this because it's a really good plan of action. This this is not exactly pros, prospecting, but it's kind of pre-prospecting. It's activating people to me because when you take the time to actually come over and talk to them, hello Tom, how are you? Anyway, when you take the time to connect with them that way, they're going to check you out. Because a lot of people don't know this, and this is true of all of our social medias, but if you've even looked in Periscope and you look at the front page where it shows all the broadcasts, those go away real quickly because it can only hold so much on there. So it's probably only going to hold about 2 or 3 hours worth at the most. Even the ones that were, that same day are going to drop off. And so you're not going to be able to count on people always just coming to you because you post or you broadcast or you tweet, whatever you're doing. It doesn't matter. Just posting is not enough. You have to find a way to build that rapport. And number one is go find out what they're about. You can find out pretty quickly by going to their profile and starting a conversation by a like and a comment. It's not about your business yet. It's about finding something in common first. If there isn't anything in common, or I didn't find anybody yet, but if somebody is just spam, 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 then they're not going to probably be somebody I want to stay connected with because that's all they do. And another thing also, it's nice to see that she has a pretty good amount of information on here, doesn't she? I try to watch that too, because if they're not putting up any information about themselves, and I talked about that quite a bit yesterday, is that it's very important that they have filled out their profile. And she's got a picture of herself. She's got you can tell it's her, and she's got some information here, and she is active. So those are 3 of the major things I talked about, isn't it? That she is active, she's building, she's involved with some kind of business. She probably could be a good candidate for what I have if she starts to learn who I am a little bit. And a lot of the time, you can't count on the main feed actually helping these people find you. A lot of the time they don't even see it. So this is how I activate them to me. This is a quick little cool secret. I use it every day. It doesn't matter if you've been in business a long time or a short time. You can absolutely use this. It costs you nothing but a little bit of time. I hope this has been helpful to you. And I hope that you got some value from that. I definitely recommend that you do that, and that will help you be more in connection with the people that you have been. Hello, Lisa. Yes, absolutely, Lisa. I really appreciate you coming. And that is how you're going to be able to spend a little bit more time doing this, so that the people that you're connected with will actually, they'll start to pay attention to you if you do that. Do you know what that's called? It's called reticular activation. It's a part of your brain that if you take the time to do something, like for instance, you go car shopping. What happens when you go car shopping and you're looking at a particular kind of car? Like for instance, we have an Altima. We didn't even notice Altimas before we bought our own Altima. It's a Nissan, right? When we bought that Nissan, that Altima, all of a sudden we saw them everywhere. And that's the same thing that you're trying to do here. You're having her, I'm activating this lady so she'll start to notice the things that I post. And this is the better way to build people that are interested in looking at what you have to share. And then obviously we have the training to help you get better at all of this. So look at my title. Actually, it's going to be in Twitter as well. Definitely, there's a link there. It's a free training you can get part of. Go on that now, because it's going to be going away in less than 8 hours from now. So have a good evening, and thanks for coming. And thank you also to the replay followers that are going to come in here later. And you guys have a most awesome day, and we'll be talking soon.